Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing, testing out, doing swatches of the new Makeup Revolution Fast Base Foundation Stick. This comes out on Wednesday the 28th, I believe. Whenever it is released, I will link it down in the description box. But yeah, Makeup Revolution have finally come out with a foundation and I have every single shade here. I'm going to be putting it on my face, seeing how it blends, seeing how it applies, and then I'm going to be wearing it throughout my day, seeing how it lasts, doing like check-ins and stuff, and we're going to see if it is worth the whole £5 that it costs. It's a very affordable drugstore foundation and I just wanted to see if it was actually any good. This video is going to be completely non-biased, completely non-sponsored. I'm going to be giving all of my honest opinions and everything, so yes. If you want me to do more drugstore makeup reviews and more like drugstore foundation reviews, then give this video a big thumbs up. Also, just out of curiosity, let me know down below, what is your favourite drugstore foundation at the moment, because I really want to try out some more. Okay, so it's a little tricky at the moment because the sun is out. I've turned my brightness right down, but I don't really know like how well you can see my face. I'm hoping that it's okay. So right now I have absolutely nothing on my face other than my SPF and my like primer. I've just used like one of my serums as I normally do. So I will insert all of the swatches, but I just want to get it on my face first. My guess is I'm going to be either shade 1 or shade F2. The point of these is that they're supposed to match up to the concealer shade, so I'm also going to use it in like conjunction with the concealer, see if they are similar shades and if they actually match. So I'm just going to do like a little swatch on my face. This is the shade F1. This is how much product you get when it's wound all the way up to the top. I think it's like 6 point... what is it? Okay, there's a little peel off label. Oh, I didn't mean to peel it all the way off. You get 6.2 grams. Obviously, it's quite a small amount, but these are only £5. The way that stick foundations tend to go is you do get less product in them anyway, because obviously there's only so much that you can fit in one of these tubes unless they made them like ridiculously long. So the idea of these is they're supposed to be portable and small and travel friendly and just like really quick to put on your face, so obviously they're not gonna make them like this long. Another thing, they are cruelty free and they are vegan. Please sun, can you just go away? I have some redness around my nose. I've got some blemishes here, a little bit of eczema down here. I do have like some scarring on my face, not that you can really see because of the sun, but yeah. So I'm gonna give the shade F1 a try. Let's just put a little bit here. You know what? That looks like the perfect shade. I'm just gonna do a quick swatch of F2 as well. Oh, I don't really know which one to go for. F2 almost looks slightly lighter. I think F1 is a bit more yellow and F2 is a bit more pink. But actually, when you blend them out, it kind of just blends into the same shade. You know what, I'm just gonna go for F1. I think I'm gonna do half my face with a beauty blender and half of my face with a brush just to see what the difference is. So we're just gonna go like this and do some stripes. God, I don't really know how much to put on. It's supposed to be a medium coverage. Is that enough? Is that too much? I don't know. This side I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. Ooh, that coverage is really nice. I was kind of expecting it to not work with a beauty blender, but that actually is working really nicely. But just so I can see which one I prefer, I am also going to go in with a brush. I'm just using this little Makeup Revolution buffing brush. And I'm just going to go in circular motions. Wow, the coverage is really nice. I think it's definitely quicker to apply with a brush, but I think I prefer the finish using my beauty blender. I feel like it's kind of sunk into my skin more, so I'm just gonna go back in with the beauty blender and just smooth it all out. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's a really nice finish. It's quite dewy. So I do think it will work for dry skin, but I do have oily skin. If you're new to my channel, I literally say that I have oily skin in every single video, but I just do that in case anybody's new to my channel and they want to know my skin type. And I've been testing quite a lot of foundations recently, so you know, just like to keep you informed. You know what, that looks really nice. For a £5 foundation, I'm very impressed. It's got really nice coverage. It's taken away pretty much most of the redness of my blemish. You can still see it underneath and you can still see a bit of redness on my face, but you know, it's definitely got a medium coverage. If I just cover this side of my face from the sun, hopefully you can see a little bit more evenly what it's looking like. I'm just gonna add a little bit more over these blemishes. Oh my god, there's already cat hair stuck in this. This was bound to happen. I do actually think that's added a little bit of extra coverage. In terms of the colour match, I think we're good. Ew, my lips look so dry. I'm gonna really try and like press it into my smile lines, because you guys know, if you've been subscribed for like more than one video, then you will know that my smile lines are ridiculously deep set for a 21-year-old. So this is what my skin is looking like. You can still see some of the texture obviously from down here, like my blemishes and spots and stuff. But overall, I do think the foundation looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite scared that it was gonna look really cakey, because it is like a stick foundation and you're literally like painting it on your face. But it's actually surprisingly skin-like. Like, I don't think I look like a cake face right now. Well, hopefully I don't. What do you guys think? F12 for me is probably the best kind of contour shade. It's quite warm, but the other ones are a bit too dark for me to contour with, so I'm gonna go for this one. Wow, okay, there you go, very far. I probably did not need that much. Oh god. This is why I don't cream contour normally, because I just suck. I put on too much and it's always too dark and I just end up looking like a orange. I should not have put that on my jawline. This shade is too dark for me. I put way too much on. Okay guys, if you're contouring with these, be so careful, because they are so pigmented that you really need the smallest amount. So I'm just going to go back over everything and just give it another blend. I think the main issue is I am just not used to cream contouring, and every time I do it, it seems to fail. So if you're experienced with cream contour, then they do blend very nicely. And then taking the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer in the shade C1, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes and on any blemishes. To be honest, I don't really need too much concealer. I already feel like my under eyes are pretty much covered, but let's just go in anyway. I will do a couple of swatches in a minute just to show you the difference between the concealer colour and the foundation colour, but they are a pretty good match. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on this blemish. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to powder. I'm using my Revlon Photo Ready powder in the shade Fair Light. I'm not going to lie, you can feel it's there. If you like a super natural foundation which looks like you have no makeup on, and you know, you want something for every day that's not really going to be noticeable, then this one probably isn't for you. As you can see, it does look very like flawless, but it does look very full coverage, and like, you know, you can see it's there. So I'm just going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you all of the swatches of all of the different shades. I will swatch it compared to my other foundations so you can get like a colour comparison. So this is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick in 1 and 2, well, F1, F2, and then the concealers in C1 and C2. Then this is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation in 1N. This is the Maybelline Superstay, and in the UK this colour is called 03 True Ivory. They do also have a shade called Ivory, but that one is different. This one is True Ivory, which I believe is the lightest shade in the UK. I'm not sure what this is called in the US because they have different names, but I imagine it's just the lightest shade. This one is the Fenty Foundation in 120, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Porcelain. So hopefully that kind of helps if you're trying to like match your shade or whatever. So I'm back, I've done all my makeup. I've actually just been taking a load of pictures of like swatches and stuff. And the time is now 2 o'clock, so it's been on my face now for like an hour and a half, I guess. Nothing's really changed so far. So like I briefly mentioned earlier, this foundation comes in 18 different shades, which I think for a drugstore foundation is incredible. Normally you get about like 5 or 6 shades in drugstore foundations. Not every drugstore foundation, but you know, most companies don't really do 18 shades. So I'm very happy that Makeup Revolution have done 18 because it makes it a lot easier for everyone to find their skin tone. The darkest shade is F18, which is this one here, and the lightest shade is the one that I put all over my face. So I'm just going to insert swatches of these on my arm, and all of the swatches are in order from lightest to darkest. By the way, if you're wondering what eyeshadow palette I used today, I used the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat. And I really love this palette. It's such a good little palette. I was really impressed with it actually. I actually think I prefer this mini one to the big Heat palette, because this one has pretty much got all of my favourite shades from there, and it's got like everything you would really need, so I like it a lot. Also, actually, in my recent foundation videos, I've got a few people commenting saying, could I do like a check-in in natural light to see what it looks like? So I'm just going to take you into my parents' room or the bathroom and show you what the foundation looks like in natural lighting. Let's take you with me. Oh my god, this camera is so heavy. Okay, hi, we're now in my bathroom. It's going to be really, really echoey and shaky because I'm really weak and this camera is so heavy. So this is what the foundation looks like in natural sunlight. Hopefully you can kind of see that. See all my blemishes and stuff and like texture on my face. Ooh, look at this good close up. I feel like this is getting like real up close and personal, but I really hope it helps you guys. This is what my skin looks like in the real world. I feel like my neighbours are gonna stare at me. This is also in natural lighting. I don't really know if this is even helpful, but hopefully it will be because you guys asked for it, so yeah. This is me, guys. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Oh my god, my neighbours are gonna look at me. So, it's been like, wait, what even is the time? The time is 20 past 6, so this foundation has been on my face for 6 hours now. I do have to say I am looking pretty oily. I did notice after about like 4 hours that I was starting to get a little bit oily. So I'm really sorry that I don't have any natural light for this part, but hopefully you can still see like the textures on my face. So as you can probably see, it's sunk into my smile lines a little bit, but to be honest, the actual like sinking into the smile lines isn't too bad. I've definitely had foundations that have like clung in them more, mostly just like around my nose. It's really starting to look oily and like breaking apart a bit on my chin and like around my lip and stuff. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I think this foundation is just probably maybe better for somebody that doesn't have extremely oily skin like myself. I know that Kami wore this for like 8 or 10 hours and by the end of the day his skin was still looking really, really nice, and he has dry skin, so I think maybe it just will work better with people with dry skin or normal skin or maybe even combo skin. But just I think the fact that I've got super oily skin, it's not going to last all day, but I mean it still looked nice up until about 5 hours. So maybe if you just have like an evening event and you wanted to have your picture taken, because I will say it does photograph nicely, like it does look very flawless when you first put it on. I am just going to powder it now and like wear it for the rest of the day and just see how well it lasts. So yeah, let me go do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like press it down a bit. So I'm just taking a translucent face powder. This one is by NYX, and I'm just going to powder my face. So now that I've powdered, it definitely looks a lot better, like especially around my nose here. It's, you know, it looks fine, and I think that I can still continue to wear this for another few hours. So I think just what you would have to do is, if you are at an event and you've got like really oily skin, as soon as you start to notice that you get shiny, just powder it down again. Ooh. Wait guys, you're always asking to see my cat. Look, he's here. Oh, he doesn't want to be here. Look guys, you were all asking to meet my cat. Here he is. He's always asleep in my bed in the background. Look at this little snow leopard. So this is what it looks like after the little touch up. As you can see, like it's not looking perfect, but then it's not looking too bad. So I will try and check back in with you in another couple of hours. Sam is coming over, so hopefully I won't forget. The time is 10:25. So this foundation has been on my face for 10 hours now, which is a good long time to test the foundation. Obviously I did powder my face in the previous touch up, but let me just get a bit closer. So first of all, the most obvious thing here, you can probably see I have a little bit of foundation missing. Sam decided to boop me in the nose. He just came up to me and went boop, and then he was like, oh, because I think he forgot I was filming a foundation testing video and it like removed some of the foundation here, but I did just kind of like tap it with my finger to try and blend it in. So this is what it's looking like after 10 hours with one powder touch up. As you can see, it's like sunk into my smile lines quite a bit, but you know, I could still kind of do this and blend it out. To be honest, like, it's not my favourite foundation. It's not the most long lasting on me. I definitely think it would be more better suited to people with dry skin. I think they would really like it because when you first put it on, it has such a flawless finish. And like I said in my previous like check-in, I do think it would be really good for like evening events or something where you want your makeup to look really nice, but only for like a short period of time if you have oily skin. But obviously that's just on me with oily skin. Personally, for that, I don't really think it's that like long wearing. So the main problem areas are kind of around my nose and on my cheeks as usual, and then a little bit between my brows, and then also it's kind of like come off and separated a little bit like around my lips. So yeah, those are all of my thoughts about this foundation. I think considering the fact that it's £5, it's done a pretty good job. I don't really know what else to say, so I'm gonna go now. I'm probably gonna go take this off, and me and Sam are gonna watch some more of Shane's videos because we love a bit of Shane. So guys, that is it from me. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Give it a big thumbs up. And also let me know down below if there's anything else that you want me to test, like any other foundations. And if you do, what is wrong with me? What was I even gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're all doing good, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!